So I think my voice is loud enough if you give me an opportunity to speak to you. We'll take questions if you have any at the end, but it's important that you pay attention and listen, okay? First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Louis Ramos. I've been assigned by the United Service Union to be... Tell this guy to drop that button. Please. So, sure enough, I've been assigned by the United Service Workers Union to be your chief negotiating agent. Okay? I came into these negotiations maybe about 3 weeks ago, and let me tell you, they have not been easy negotiations. You're more than welcome to step forward. If anybody wants to record it, please do. And if you'd like to share with management, please do. Okay? So here's the thing. Sure enough, the first thing I'd like to also do is, besides introduce myself, I'd like to introduce, and if you could just raise your hand, our bargaining committee that have been doing a spectacular job at the table. Could you guys raise your hand? Also today with me, I have many of the union business agents that service many employees through the states of New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and as far west as Denver. And I got my brothers with me here today to show support. The reason that we're meeting today was not to take a ratification vote. We told them across the table that we desired to meet with our membership to get direction, to consult with you on where we should go forward from these negotiations. So at no time did we say we were going to take a strike vote today to the company, okay? Please understand that today what the ASPCA, or we're going to call them the A from now, has decided to do is to use scare tactics to intimidate you into accepting something that you do not welcome. They started on Thursday evening and they continued to this morning where they threatened you with a lockout. They've made every attempt they can to villainize the union, to make the union the bad one. They want to talk to you about the union now wanting you to receive an increase in your base. It's not against the law to give you that increase. All they had to do was ask, and we would have said yes, give the increase. But they didn't just want to give the increase. They wanted to go to the table in order to bargain other terms and conditions in the contract. And the union, the membership, decided not to allow them to do that until the contract expiration date of June 30th, 2018. So again, we would not oppose in any way that they increase your base, okay? We just did not want to open the contract. So that, again, is untrue. But with that said, let's review what they sent you, because each and every one of you got their last, best, and final offer, which is set to expire on tomorrow, Tuesday, October 2nd at 12 o'clock. I think you've all noticed that they've extended that till Wednesday. All right? So let's talk about their proposal. They mentioned time off, and yes, your committee, along with your union reps, were able to increase your paid time off by 10 hours per year. Okay, we were able to do that. We asked for a lot more. We asked for equality with the non-union personnel. So we accepted that 10 hours, okay, to move forward. So today, they won't talk about, even though our response to them was about the inequities between union and non-union, okay? They won't talk about it. Today I learned that one of the main differences is that if we don't use our time, we get paid. If they don't use their time, they lose it. If they use it or lose it with the non-union personnel. But that was never brought up to the table to me. It might have been to the prior bargaining representatives, but the reason I was brought in, I have 38 years of experience in the labor movement, and the union felt that they needed somebody that was seasoned to come and negotiate this contract. The parental leave. Well, guys, talk about ice in the winter, okay? The parental leave is just parental leave. If you have a child, your spouse has a child, okay? But the law talks about family medical leave. And the family medical leave includes your parents, okay? Includes your spouse. Their proposal to us is not included, and we did not ask for it, okay? The law currently allows, in the year 2018, that you get 50% of your last eight weeks average, okay? For up to 8 weeks. In 2019, it becomes 55%. Now up to 10 weeks. In 2020, it becomes 60% of your last 8 weeks, which will also be up to 10 weeks. And in 2021, it goes up to 67%. Okay? And you guys could check that on the New York State website so you can see what I'm talking about. But that law, that law includes family medical leave for your parents, for your spouse.
So you're saying if we agree to this parental leave, we don't get any FMLA for?
No, you do get it. You do get it. But they won't pay that 4 weeks. The 4 weeks is just for parental care. Okay? Just understand it. That is only for parental care. If you have a child or your spouse has a child. The wages. I'm sure many of you are going to enjoy a very large wage increase because they're changing the base and then an additional 2.75% on top of it. But you need to know that the minimum wage in the city of New York is going up by $2 January 1st. So whatever that wage figure is that you fall into or don't fall into, $2 of it comes by law. Yes, they'll give it to you early, okay? And we appreciate it and accept it, okay? But we were trying to negotiate something for the less senior people that they were only offering a 10-cent wage increase on their base, okay? Most senior. The more senior, right? The more senior people. Thank you. I apologize for the footnote. Thank you for correcting me. Their dependability policy. Oh, by the way, in March they offered us the base, okay? When they wanted us to go to the table, the increase in the base, a 2.75% increase in July 1st, and a 3% wage increase March 1st, okay? That's what they offered us in March, but we didn't go to the table for a 2-year contract. Right now, they're at the base increase retroactive to July 1st, okay? And 2.75 increase on top of that, and then in years 2 and 3, March 1st, 2019, and March 1st, 2020, okay? They offered a performance-based increase with a 1% minimum, as you saw, okay? We have an issue with that because we think it's too subjective, but we can't continue to talk. We put on the table 3% minimum and a maximum 5%. The dependability policy, you guys have seen it, okay? The dependability policy, they want to include that dependability policy as part of their overtime policy also. So if you don't show up for mandatory overtime, then you fall under that dependability policy. So that's an issue that we've had also, which I will talk to you guys about that in a minute, okay? The security fund. Many of us are new hires, and we have invested in the security fund. The security fund is a benefit that our health fund has that provides an employer-based benefit that the employer puts money into. So when you leave here, for whatever reason it is, and if you're here more than 6 years and you start becoming vested on the 6th year 20%, 7th year 40%, 8th year 60%, 9th year 80%, or 10 years or longer, or age 65 100%. Okay? They say that nobody's enjoyed it. I think you guys know that you used to have a shop steward. His name was Jerry. Jerry is currently enjoying it. And I will also get for you what each one of you have in your bank and how much vested you are. So if you've been here 9 years and you're 80% vested, and they withdraw that, you're going to lose 20% of whatever you have in there. Okay? So just understand. And by the way, we asked for increases into that fund, but we withdrew it because there was a lot more important things in these negotiations. again, the overtime policy. You got to ask yourself how much you value your family principles and your friendship principles. You have to ask yourself if you're willing to accept that they can make you work overtime whenever you want. I believe there should be some sort of limit, some sort of protection. They have offered protection. By the way, they recessively bargained because what they put across the table recently is different than what they gave to you guys. Okay? There was, in the one that we had on the table, they gave us, if we volunteered for work this week, we wouldn't be mandated next week. They've taken that out of there now. Okay? They want to leave it up to your manager or supervisor to determine whether your excuse is good enough not to work the overtime. Okay? So just know that you have to ask yourself, at what price do my morals of my family? Okay? At what price? Yes, most health agency companies, hospitals, and that have some mandatory overtime, but there are restrictions. We also offer, as late as Friday, a proposal that would talk about disasters, hurricane, floods, where we would volunteer, they can mandate us to work the hours. Okay? They said it wasn't enough. Too late. Goodbye. We're done. Okay? So that's where we are with that concern. The overpayment policy. By the way, just know that if you accept this, all you have a niece that got a baptism, communion, a mitzvah. If you agree to this overtime policy, they'll tell you to work overtime, and your manager's not going to excuse just your niece. There's no guarantee that it's going to be excused. Okay, under their proposal. The matchmaking position. They're eliminating a bunch of positions, and they're creating a matchmaking position that includes a lot of the stuff that you unionized employees do. But they don't want to agree to make that matchmaking position union. I'm happy to report that many of the folks that are applied for the matchmaker have signed authorization cards with the union in order for us to represent them, and we will file, if we need to, we will file an election with the National Labor Relations Board to conduct an election here to make them part of our union. Guys, those are the key points about the contract. I must ask you, and this isn't a vote, it's a poll, how many of you would accept these conditions? Please raise your hand if you'd accept the condition. If not everybody's here, so I couldn't take a vote. If anybody accept these conditions that you've read about, please raise your hand. If you're against these conditions, please raise your hand. I think the body has spoken. We will invite the company back to the bargaining table, and we will continue to bargain in good faith with them. But please know, we have sent out an email that we will not strike. On that conversation that they speak about that I had with the attorney on Thursday night, I offered an extension to October 15th. They rejected. I gave them my word that we would not strike. These animals are too important to you and to us, okay? That we would not strike. They continue to do what they did. They want to turn our strike into a lockout. They want to say their lockdown is our strike. That's villainizing us. I need a commitment from every single one of you that we will carry on, if this doesn't come to a head, with a public campaign where we will include the public in our struggles here at the ASPCA. What does that include? That includes being prepared to give us some free time off. Not mandatory. I'm asking you to do it. I'm asking you to volunteer. Okay? That you volunteer to come with us and do whatever steps that we need to take to put an end to this hierarchy decision that they want to control your personal lives. You guys disagree with me?
No.
I ask that you continue to work, that you continue to be the best employees that there are. Okay? I ask you to take care of those animals, to watch over them like they were your own. Okay? Please. Let's not fall into their villainizing us. We are not the villains here. Okay? We will take care of our animals and we will not strike. We will do other things to make them understand this. Do we all agree on that?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to say one thing to you guys. If you guys want to repeat it, you can. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
Thank you. Any questions? Any comments?
I have a comment because
Yes.
they took away the animals, so we're expected to come here. There were no animals.
Let's understand. They took away the animals.
Right, so-
We did not take the animals away. Okay? They took our animals away.
Right, so the animals.
They made that decision. I will reach out to them today and let them know that I am available all this week because I canceled my trip this week because this is a lot more important. Okay? That's why I'm here and I'll be here this week with you guys. Any other topics or questions? Guys, we didn't use up our time. Let's get back to work. Let's take care of these animals. Okay? Thank you.
Actually, I did have a question.
Please, a question.
I just had a question, because I was reading online. If they do declare a lockout, since we've agreed to go back to the bargaining table, would that constitute an illegal lockout?
Hey, look, right now we're working without a contract, but we will bring it to the public that they locked us out. We have a press release ready to go out after this meeting, if that's what they intend to do. We will bring it to the public and tell the public that we will not strike. We are available and we will take care of our animals.
So what happens in a lockout?
In a lockout, what they do is they don't allow you to work. They force you to strike. But we will not stand out here with a strike sign because we will not go out on strike. Okay? Anything else? I can't hear you.
During a lockout, what is the
During a lockout, they will not allow you to go into the building. They will not, if you are union, they will not allow you to go to the building.
And they won't pay you.
They will not pay you. You can't file for unemployment because they just laid you off. They're refusing to let you work. Okay? They are refusing to let you work. You are ready, willing, and able to go to work. They have told you that you can't work. Okay? Any other questions? Any other questions? Guys, thank you very much. And stay tight. Stay together. We will overcome. We're not going on strike. One more time. We are not going on strike. Not enough. Anything else? Thank you, folks. Let's get back to work. Let's take care of the animals.